Hey guys, it's Ben the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and you caught me sitting down on the job again, but for very good reason this time, because I have a small hoard of Confederate bonds to show to you, and just to give you an idea of the variety of different looks that they came in. And this is not a necessarily going to be an end-all and be-all specialized commentary on these, but I do want you to get a look at kind of the varieties that were out there. From the different sizes, the amounts, the dollar amounts, and just how they look. And, from black and white to color. So we're going to go ahead and take a few looks here at this. Is a $500 Confederate States of America loan, 8% July 1st, 1868. Nice looking, handsome vignettes on there. And then we're going to go ahead and show off this next guy. I'm going to run out of room so fast, but I like this one especially because it has green on it, and I found that not a whole lot of them have that green look to them. So Confederate States of America, here we go. This was for $15 million total loan. If you look at the number on the top of it, that really fine print way up at the top there, $15 million. This was a $1,000 loan, also at 8%. And very, very cool. I haven't done the research yet on some of these hand signed. I'm assuming some of these hand signed pieces, there's a chance that you can get something really cool on it. I have in the past with colonial notes taken a look. There are signers of the Declaration of Independence who signed different colonial notes, and so that's kind of fun. This one's cool here. This is another 1,000 dated 1863, and one of the things that's cool about this one is, of course, this is authorized by the Congress. Of course, whose Congress are we talking about, right? And it's got this really nice ink stamp up on it. Take a quick look at that. And of course, this side vignette's kind of cool here also, which is something that I don't see a whole lot of, is those side vignettes. All right. Another one here, another 1,000. And you got the Register of the Treasurer signing that. This one has a nice vignette. I don't know what city this is, or what city that's supposed to be, right? So I'm not 100% sure on which city that's supposed to be. That one's kind of nice because it actually has this city view on it. Another 8%, July 1st, 1868 maturity date. Hand numbered, which a lot of them are hand numbered. $100 here on this guy. Also a different vignette. One of the reasons I'm showing this to you is just to get a feel for the variety, because I have rarely had more than a few of these at a time. In some of these I've never had the style before, and so people who specialize, each of them have this different look to it. Here's a $1,000 piece. So unfortunately, all of these reflect a little bit, but this one is 1861, so that's an earlier loan. And I think the loans tend to progress with style. This is a 1,000. This one's kind of interesting because it actually has a stamp. Look at that stamp. Let me get that for you. Can you see that? That's Holland. Y'all, Holland. Who are they betting on, huh? Well, whoever bought this from overseas, they were betting the South would rise. All right, I got this big one. Now this one I think I already have one of these up in the shop right now as we speak. Taller, big frame, nice big piece. Of course, the size of the frame oftentimes do with how many of the little coupons are remaining. This is a $500 at 6%, dated February 17th, 1864. Has a pink color. This is interesting because this is a similar color to the 1864 series $500 bills and also the 50-cent pieces. They have that same orange-pink kind of color going on there, which is kind of cool. We're going to go back down in size. I think there's a couple of those in this stock pile. Here we got another one with some of the green to it, and whoever matted them with a nice green background, which looks kind of cool. Like I said before, I haven't had many of these with the green, with the no vignette, dated all the way to the maturity of 1871. So, funding wars with debt's nothing new. There's a really great book called what's it called, The Financing of the Revolution, and it's all about all the debt products we used. Here's another one of the same here. We'll move on beyond that, but it's nothing new. I mean, some of us act like everything here is new, but it's not. It's not. Here we go. I think there's a couple more of these. I think this is one we already looked at. So there's some duplication in this group. That guy's a dupe. This $500 one's a duplicate, so I got a couple of those. Back to this big one that had the pink on it. And then there's a couple more of these, right? So these last couple here are the same. Yeah. So anyways, I thought it was fun because it's the largest group of Confederate bonds that I've had, framed anyways. I think probably 25, 30 years ago, we got a group in and they would have been folded up and stuff. But this one was kind of fun because they're all framed. Now I just need to, knock down some walls and add more walls. Add more walls, right? Because I need some wall space to hang these on. So kind of fun stuff. I don't know that I'm going to get them on the website. I mean, for those of you who really have interest in one of these, you can always email. Most of them are probably $200 to $300 range type items. I got to do research on a couple and see if they're different than that. But they're very cool, and this is the type of stuff, because it's already framed, looks really nice on the wall. Nice historical item. You have the vignettes, and then you also have the handwritten parts with a lot of them will be hand serial numbered and hand signed. So it has that really cool combination of somebody who was in the middle of the war actually handling the items, which I find that to be kind of a neat piece of history. One of the reasons I like earlier paper money and colonial paper money and colonial documents is because that handwritten element just really adds to me, adds something intrinsic to it that you can't get from notes that are just printed. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben, the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.